Make your damn bed. Let me tell you a story. I'm 19 years old and I've just come back from college for a mental health break because I got so depressed at college. I start settling into my bedroom and within 2 weeks, my room is a mess. I remember I woke up one morning and I stepped on the ground. But when I stepped on the ground, I wasn't even stepping on the floor. I was stepping on a t-shirt. So I get my other foot down and I just head straight to the bathroom. I take a piss and then I lie down on the ground and I start jacking off. After I finish, I head back into my bedroom and I'm disgusted with myself. I decide to make a change. I said, you know what? I'm gonna clean my room today. So I spend the next hour getting my clothes off the floor, picking up these pieces of paper that I have lying around, and then I make my bed. Even though at the time I didn't believe in making my bed, I still made it that day because I was cleaning my room, so I figured why not. After this, I feel accomplished. I feel like my life feels like it's going in a different direction. My room is clean. I feel like I'm clear-headed. The next day I wake up, I roll out of bed. I don't even make my bed. The day after that, I leave some of my clothes on the floor. Within a week, my room is a mess again because I didn't understand one thing. You have to start the day on a good note. Make your bed when you get out. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andrew. My mission here is to make men strong again. I make authentic self-improvement videos for young men. So if that sounds like something that you're into, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I like to see the numbers going up. But anyways, about making your bed. The other day I was at Target and I saw this book and so I decided to pick it up. I didn't realize how important this concept would have been to my younger self, bro. I didn't think that making my bed was important when I was young. Especially when I was depressed. I thought nothing even matters, bro. That's literally how I felt every day. And I just remember feeling so hopeless. I thought nothing could help me. Not realizing that it's the simplest things that make our lives better and we have to start somewhere. So start with your bed. Start with your room. How does your room look like right now? I used to think that if I focused on getting money, then my whole life would improve. Money is an amplifier. If you feel bad right now, getting more money will make you feel more bad. I guarantee it. You've seen how many rich people are deleting themselves. It's not about the money. It starts with the smallest things. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. You need to start the day with a task completed. You need to feel good about at least one thing. In that book, Make Your Bed, the guy who wrote it was a Navy SEAL. And during his training, he recalls how after the morning check-in, the sergeants would come in and they would check everybody's bed. They would make sure that the bed was flat, that there was no creases, that the pillow was lined up in a certain way, that the edges were tucked in, that the corners were neatly folded. There was no messing up. They made sure that these guys understood to a T that how you do these small things is gonna affect how you do the biggest things in life. I didn't understand this concept, so I kept messing up with the small things. It's just like how you think you want a lot of money, but if you can't manage your bank balance right now when you have a little, if you don't know where it all goes right now, oh, we should have you run our business, bro. Don't know where it all goes. We'll see how long that business lasts. So it's about the small things. It's about getting it right when the amounts are small, when the stakes are low. Because if you can do that right now, your life is moving in a better direction because sacrifice is progressively overloaded. Nowadays, I wake up at 5 a.m. But before, I had to start by waking up at 8 a.m. every day. And then I moved to 7 a.m. and 6. And I don't wake up at 5 every single day, I'll be honest with you, but I make an active effort to make my life a little bit more difficult because then I can actually become a better individual. The other thing he talked about in this book is how life isn't fair, but that doesn't mean you should sit around and complain about it. The greatest people who ever walked this earth dealt with some of the greatest challenges, and they took it and they said, you know what? I'm gonna take this and make something of myself. Anybody that became great had to go through great difficulties, had to go through great challenges, because that's what builds the character. So if life's not fair to you right now, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna complain? Because nobody's listening. And where is that getting you? In the video I made just the other day, this one right here, about changing your life, I talked about how the things that you think about attract what you have in your life. So if you're complaining, you're just gonna bring more things to complain about in your life. So yeah, life's not fair. Get used to it. Get to work. Learn how to navigate these difficult things. And you can do it, but you have to start with the small things. You have to start with making your bed. You have to start with cleaning your room. Because these things are a reflection of how your mind is. And if you're seeing a dirty room, your life will be dirty. The thing you have to realize is that at some point, we all hit a dark point in life. There's no escaping it. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can have a better life. If you can recognize right now that life's not fair, if you can recognize that it's gonna be hard sometimes, it actually makes life a little bit easier. Because then your expectation isn't that it's always gonna be easy. I almost killed myself. More than once. Sometimes I'm amazed that I'm even here. When this happens, you have to dig deep. You really have to find a way to survive. You really have to find a reason why it's worth living. Every time I almost reached that point, I'd end up checking myself in, because I knew that doing this it would cause everybody around me so much pain. And then what happens after I'm gone? They still have to live. Doesn't really solve anything. The way I got out of this was by, one, having a desire to actually get better. And when I started on this journey, I didn't think the small things mattered. I didn't think making your bed meant shit. I was just like you. Messy room, messy bed, messy life. But once you realize these small things, they matter so much more than you think, then you start to take action on it. The reason you make your bed first thing in the morning is because you have an easy win. You have a task completed. It's so much easier to go in the right direction when you've done something right. And in the same way, it's easy to go in the wrong direction when you start off by doing something wrong. If I'm ever gonna do a bad habit in my life now, I always make sure that I do it at the end of the day. Because let's say I would smoke around 12 o'clock like I used to. Or actually, I used to smoke in the morning before 12 o'clock. By the time it was 3 o'clock, I had smoked 3 times. Shit. By the time it was 8 o'clock, I had taken Xanax, I had drank, I had smoked, and I was looking for the next high. So when you start your day off right, when you realize that how you do anything is how you do everything, you'll start to take the small things more seriously. And this is actually what changes your life. It's not the big transformation that's happening. That transformation is happening right now. Because you're watching this video, that transformation is happening right now. It's things like this that keep you going. It's things like making your bed that push you in the right direction. Focus on doing the small things right. Realize that life's not fair. But it's up to you what you make of it. You can make this into the most beautiful existence possible. And I'll be showing you some of that soon. You'll see. Bro, join my free community. It's free for right now. Pretty soon I'm gonna be making it into a paid one, but if you get in right now, you get in free, and it's it stays that way forever for you. So join the party early. Alright, bro. Peace.